I hope everyone's doing well. The next pen up today is the Platinum Classic Maki-e, and this is the Mount Fuji version. And so this is it's a resin body, but it has layers of urushi lacquer and gold dust to create the Maki-e art. See there, this is the Mount Fuji, and this extends to the cap. Nothing there on the finial. Nothing there. Here it just says, let's say, Platinum, Japan. So that's that. The nib is 18 karat gold, and this is a medium. And it's a super flexy nib. And I'll show you that when I go through the writing samples. There's a section. It's a pop cap, snap cap. It does post, but I don't post it because I don't want to take any chances with the artwork. But it does post. And this is the box here. This is the outer box. This is platinum. And guaranteed authentic. And yeah, this is just a basic, I guess maybe bamboo or something. Plywood. Nice. And it came in this plastic sleeve. And this was on the clip. And just some instructions. The warranty card. It's only a 1-year warranty. And I think this goes into the artwork. So that's a box, simple box. It would be nice if it said platinum or something there, but you know, it's just a box. I do tend to keep all of my boxes, and unless it's just, you know, a crappy box, but usually I keep my boxes. So we'll weigh it really quickly. It's a really lightweight pen. So it's 18.1 grams capped and uncapped. It's about 11.1. So very lightweight pen. And here we have a cartridge, and for mine that's all that was included, and that is a little bone of contention for me. I do a lot of research when I buy mostly anything. Like when I buy a guitar, I buy a pen, I do a lot of research. And I saw the Goulet pen and Pen Boutique. Both of their listings said it came with a converter, but I was buying some other stuff from a different seller, and so I was like, well, does theirs come with a converter? It didn't say, but they have a Q&A section at the bottom of their listing for this, and someone asked, you know, does it come with a converter? And it said yes. So I was like, okay, so I'll just buy all these from this one seller. There was some other little stuff that I was getting at the time, and when I got it, it didn't have the converter. And usually I let things go. I'm not one to really return things, but this seller was also the one that sold me. If you go back to my Cross You're the Pig video, that pen was supposed to come in a deluxe box with a converter, with materials, and it didn't. It came with a little cardboard box and one cartridge in it. And so at that point I wrote back to the seller, the retailer, and said, you know, these are my two experiences here, you know, what's going on. And I sent them a screenshot that said that this comes with a converter. And they were basically told me, you know, we send you what we're sent. So, you know, I respect that. But also, I spent a lot of money with this retailer in like the past month. So, you know, I'm not one to go back and forth and argue. So I just, you know, I take my business elsewhere. No hard feelings. But the point there is, if converters are important to you, this pen costs $196. I'm sorry, this pen costs $196. I think a converter should be included, and in some cases it is. So just shop around. My light just went out, but okay.
6 months later.
So comparison. This is a Mont Blanc. Their sizes are fairly close. This is the Lamy 2000 and a Lamy All Star. They're all pretty much the same. Of course, my lovely Pilot Elite. So you can post it, but I don't post it because of the artwork. But it does post. But I'm just going to compare these unposted, since that's how I use it. And I want to compare the palette. But it's kind of close to the, I would say, the Lamy 2000. The Mont Blanc is the shortest there of those. But I would say the Lamy 2000 is the closest. Yeah, so that's a good reference point if you have a Lamy 2000. But you know, once I got used to the pen, I really have come to be attached to it, because I take it to work every day, pretty much, and I use it every day. It's a very lightweight, except for the artwork. It's kind of a lightweight, nondescript, simple pen. But yeah, I'll go through some specs and some pros and cons. So the pen is the, let me zoom in a little bit and move down a little bit. Pen is the Platinum. I don't know if you can hear that. It has a little bit of feedback, but it's nice. Classic Maki-e. The ink is the included cartridge, the one included cartridge. And the nib is a 18 karat gold, medium. Hope I didn't say 14 karat gold, but it is 18. And the body is resin body with layers of urushi, lacquer, and gold dust. Gives you the Maki-e art. So let's see here. As I said, it's extremely flaxy. It's very spongy, and that may have been one of the reasons why it took a minute for it to grow on me. So you get a nice fine point in reverse, and it is a smooth writer in reverse. It is not that wet of a writer. This is still wet here, but it's about to be dry, so it may be okay for lefties. So with my left hand, see some pros and cons. So let's see. Some pros, it is smooth, but just with a little tooth. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, you definitely feel it on the paper. It doesn't glide, but it's very nice. It's a nice flexy nib. I would call it spongy. And that may not be for everyone. It just is. Let's see if I can show you how spongy that is. You see that? Hopefully you can see that. It's very spongy. It's a compact size. So this is good if you have issues with your hands and you need a lightweight small pen. This is good. So that it's comfortable. It won't strain your hand at all. It can be posted, although, like I said, I don't post it. I just don't want to, if you post it, I'm assuming with the lacquer it's probably safe, but it goes right into the mountain there a little bit, and I don't want to take any chances with that getting scratched. And it's a beautiful artwork. And they have other editions other than the Mount Fuji. I think there's some cherries, maybe a bird or two. But I like mountains, so I picked Mount Fuji. Cons, I would say nib takes getting used to, especially with my left hand. I can definitely feel the springiness with my left hand. And it does rattle. It has that little ball in the cartridge. And I bought a converter, and I think the converter has a ball as well. So there's a little bit of a rattle. I don't know if you can hear it from the ball in the cartridge, but that's to help the ink flow. So I guess you have to take it good with the bad. And this may be maybe too slim for some people. It's a pretty thin pen, so it may not be to everyone's liking. And for this, there's no converter with mine. I think I may have mentioned that. I don't know. But for $196, and that was with a coupon. I think a converter should be included. But if you go with Goulet and Pen Boutique, they both explicitly say that the converter is included. And so yeah, just shop around, but it's all good. I still love this pen. Like I said, I take it to work every day, so I'm glad I didn't get in a huff and send it back. Yeah, it's definitely grown on me big time. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely an everyday pen for me. So that is the Platinum Classic Maki-e, the Mount Fuji version. I definitely would recommend this to anyone that doesn't mind a slim style pen and won't be annoyed by the rattle. But other than that, I think it's a great pen. Again, the flexiness may be off-putting to some, but I really gotten used to it, and I really love it. So yeah, hope this was helpful. And so until next time, take care. So I forgot to swab it. I've had it capped down for a couple hours, and there's a little bit of not any major leaking, but yeah, not too bad, not that great, but that's it. Thanks.